This is on the. This song sold 2.5 million records. The reason it sold 2.5 million, it was on the other side of Freight Train. By the way, we recorded this. We did 4 numbers in one session in December of '56 in Levy's Sound Studio in New Bond Street. And December the 6th was the day that the $1 Million Quartet met up in Sun Studios. You remember the $1 Million Quartet? Yeah. I don't think they actually recorded at that time, but they were there, and some of them recorded together. So we were in Levy's Sound Studios, and they were in Sun Studios. Tells you something, doesn't it? And the other funny thing that the next song, Freight Train, we'll do Freight Train later. We did Freight Train on the Ed Sullivan Show in end of June 1957, and 6 days later, at the Fate in Liverpool, John Lennon met Paul McCartney a week after we did it on the Ed Sullivan Show, and one of the guys who was in that group is here tonight, Rod Davis. Fantastic, Rod. So the Beatles eventually, we did the Sullivan Show to an audience of 45 million people. The Beatles did it 7 years later to 93 million people. But then there were more televisions around in those days. When I was a little bitty baby, Mama would rock me in the cradle in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, Mama would rock me in the cradle, cotton fields back home. Oh, when them cotton bolls get rotten, we don't pick very much cotton in them old cotton field back home. Down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton field back home. When I was just 16, I went on down to New Orleans, in them old cotton field back home. When I was just 16, I went on down to New Orleans, in them old cotton field back home. When them cotton bolls get rotten, we don't pick very much cotton in them old cotton field back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton field back home. You may think it very funny, but we didn't make much money in them old cotton field back home. You may think it very funny, but we didn't make much money in them old cotton field back home. When them cotton bolls get rotten, we don't pick very much cotton in them old cotton field back home. Down in Louisiana, just about a mile from Texarkana, in them old cotton field back home. In them old cotton field back home. In them old cotton field back home. Right, there were thousands of skiffle groups around those days, weren't there? Thousands. Anybody here ever played a skiffle group?